Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you're having a beautiful day or night whenever you're joining in for today's reading. In our pop-up reading here today, we are going to be chatting about the next 3 months in the connection with your specific person, whoever came to mind when this reading found you. And I also want to mention that today's reading is timeless. So we are talking about approximately the next 3 months from whenever you are watching this, not necessarily when it was posted, unless of course that is when it found you. As always, this is a collective and general reading, so it's really important that as we go along here today, you listen to your own intuition and take what resonates while leaving what does not behind. If most of the reading fits, but 1 or 2 messages just do not sit right with you, it was probably meant for someone else, and that is a-okay. So what we are going to cover in today's reading will be the first spread of oracle cards here. This is intended to give us a good backbone out for the rest of the reading. When we're all said and done here, we're going to then hop into the tarot, where I'll pull more info and details out for us. We will also get some channeled messages out from your person to you, things that they may say to you directly during this 3-month time span, or things that they will want to say but not necessarily come out and say directly to you. We will also get some tiles and charms along with astrology dice for extra confirmation and info. You may see their specific zodiac placements or yours, or maybe important names or initials to the connection. And then as always, we will end today's reading with a message just for you. I do not intend on doing an extended for today's reading. If I happen to feel called to, I will certainly let you guys know, and you can always find links to my extendeds in the description box of videos that have one, or you can always head over to Patreon, where you do get access to all of my extendeds as well as exclusive readings, and you get a pretty good bang for your buck. So I invite you to check that out either way if you would like to, and there's a link to my Patreon below in the description box as well. So all right, you guys, let's get going. If you find yourself resonating with today's message, will you please hit that like button to let me know, and make sure you subscribe for more readings in the future. Our first card up is the Frog, number 15. Embrace emotions and find emotional balance. We have number 42, the Flamingo. Find elegance in your life and actions. We have the Fox, number 7. Use cunning to overcome obstacles. We have the Fox over here as well. They actually fell back to back like a mirror here. Funny enough, we actually have the Frog mirroring as well. We have the Lion, and then of course we have the Frog. Sometimes my divine team does have the cards come out in mirror format to kind of amplify the message. I sort of take it as an exclamation point for those specific cards that are mirrored. And this was not intentional. I pulled them in this order. They happened to come out in this order of laying them out. So we'll circle back to that in a moment. We also have you deserve love. You are lovable. This could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek, the Starborn, the Maiden, and the Vow. So like I said, the Fox mirrors here. If you can imagine, there's like an invisible mirror going on here. We have the Fox being reflected, and then we have the Frog being reflected. The Flamingo and the Lion are kind of like the oddballs out here. But the funny thing is that there's actually mirroring energies in both of these cards, even though they're very, very different creatures. Because when you think of the energy of a lion, sometimes elegance does come to mind, almost like royalty, elegance, like king or queen type of energies, and that's highlighted in the notes of this card as well. Find elegance in your life and actions. This talks about elegance, patience, peace, planning, and also being very discerning and reserved when necessary. So I wanted to mention that. So the next 3 months in the connection, I feel like you and your person are going to be fulfilling some part of your soul contract with one another. I got that message strongly between the vow and the starborn here. I think that this is a fated connection. The person we're talking about is meant to be a significant person in your life, or if you believe in the concept of soul contracts, soul agreements, I believe that before you incarnated in this lifetime, you and this person had some sort of agreements with each other, that you would meet in this lifetime, you would do some certain things with one another, you would achieve things together, you would heal certain things through this connection. And I believe that in the next 3 months, you're going to be fulfilling one of those vows or agreements. I actually want to pull out the guidebook for this card because it goes far beyond just like a traditional vow. Sometimes this card makes me think of like marriages, because of course when you get married you speak vows to one another, but this card specifically talks about vows that are both spoken and unspoken, and it does hint at the concept of soul contracts as well. So give me a moment here because I'm going to whip out the guidebook. I'm using the mini as always, you guys. If you know, you know. I lost my main guidebook in the flood last year, so luckily I still have the mini, so I didn't have to order a whole new deck, but because that would be a waste since my cards are okay, it's just the guidebook got lost. But give me a second here because it's teeny tiny, and I'm also terrible with Roman numerals, so I need your patience for a moment. There we go. Okay, so we have the vow, the promise, the oath, and the contract. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason the great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness, the laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, and breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by consciously or unconsciously, and and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises. This falls on pages 216 and 217, so it's possible maybe February 16th or 17th could be an important date for this connection. If you are watching this shortly after it was posted, that does fall within the time frame of the next 3 months, by the way, because I'm recording this in the beginning of December. So we of course have January, February, and then March. The very beginning of March is when that 3 months would be up. That is an approximate timeline, by the way. I'm not saying this is 3 months to a T. It's an approximate range, roughly 90 days. But again, if you are watching this right when it was posted, February 16th and 17th does happen within that time frame. So it's possible that right around then is when you'll be fulfilling this soul contract or making a new promise with one another. But again, take it if it resonates, leave it if it does not. If you are finding this months down the line, that is a-okay. Maybe that's somebody's birthday or anniversary, or there could be another significant meaning behind those numbers or dates. When this is balanced and in light, we have bearing witness to the shift towards destiny. This does talk about destiny as well. So it's further confirming with me that some sort of contract between the two of you that goes beyond just spoken words is going to be fulfilled during this period of time. You may be getting a lot of confirmation that this person is significant to you during this time frame as well. I think that the two of you are going to be growing a lot closer together over the next 3 months, and you're going to notice a shift in the connection. The fox also talks about monogamy and loyalty and partnership. And this is probably, I'm not gonna lie, my favorite card in this whole deck, partially because foxes are my favorite animal, but also partially because I'm kind of sappy of a person, and I just love the meaning of this card as a whole. So I feel like these two cards are also very deeply connected. Not only are you and your person going to be fulfilling a soul contract with one another during this period of time, but your bond is going to be growing, and you might even speak some sort of vows to one another. I'm not saying you're going to run away and get married, although for some of you, you might choose to do that. But this could also come in the form of you saying, you know, you want to be official with one another. Will you be my partner? Can we be exclusive? Can we lock this down and make this a monogamous relationship? It depends on where you're at with your person. But I do think that the two of you are going to be making a deeper commitment with one another during this period of time. And those will be spoken promises, or that will be discussed. It's not just going to be an unspoken thing. It's something that the two of you are going to be talking about in the 3D with one another. So I see that increasing. I also see emotional balance and healing coming in for this connection. The frog in this card talks about embracing your emotions and finding emotional balance. This card talks about purging, cleansing, healing, and renewal. Okay. And I love that both of these cards came out mirrored like this, which is telling me there's going to be a lot of emotional cleansing and healing that happens during these 3 months. So if things have felt rocky between the two of you, or if you felt like dysregulated or something like that in this connection, I feel like there's going to be a return of peace. The two of you might be doing some healing work together, or you're going to be healing the connection, purging out like old things that aren't serving you any longer, and really working on this renewal. And I think that's also helping the bond between the two of you get stronger and stronger. I feel like you're going to be feeling really appreciated during this time frame as well. You're going to be feeling very lovable. I think that there's going to be quite a bit of affection between the two of you. And really, I just see a lot of growth in this connection. I think the next 3 months are going to be a really pivotal time for you and your person. You're going to be seeing a lot of growth and a lot of stability returning. Also a lot of healing. So let's get out some tarot now. We'll see if we have additional messages, or if my spiritual team wants to sort of elaborate on what we've already talked about here. So give me a moment. Let's see which deck. We'll use my Pulp Tarot. That's what I'm feeling drawn to. Wally, what are you doing? He's like hanging out in the sink right now. What are you doing, you weirdo? Hold on a second, you guys. I gotta get him out of the sink. Hey, you get out of the sink. You get out of the sink. Yeah. You can be mad at me, that's fine, but I wanted you to get out of the sink. Anyway, let's get to the tarot. Talk to me about the next 3 months in this connection, please, spiritual team. I will fix the cards in a minute here. By the way, it bothers me, so I know it bothers some of you out there, but I will straighten them up, I promise. I just want to get everything kind of like out first. Oh no. All right, well, hold on, because now I have to reshuffle some cards that fell. No biggie. There we go. Talk to me about the next 3 months in this connection, please, spiritual team. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, all right. All right, I'm gonna get one more, so bear with me. Okay. 2. Sometimes my divine team does what they want to do, and they decided we needed 2, so not arguing. Okay, just gotta figure out how I want to lay everything out here. We had a lot of pairs come out today, like these two were a pair, these two were a pair, and these two were a pair. So I feel like in a way that's an additional message that the two of you are definitely going to be a couple during this time frame. So if you're not already like partnered up with this person, I really feel like there's going to be that moment where the two of you do make it official with one another, like you're an official couple. I'm getting monogamous energy from this reading. So, I mean, if you're poly, you do you. But I feel like this is for those of you out there that are resonating with wanting to be on a monogamous journey, because I'm seeing like couple energy, like strong partnership type of energy. But anyway, circling back to the point, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. We have Death and the Lovers. This is Virgo energy. We have Scorpio and Gemini and Leo coming through as well. We have the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Wands, Strength, and the Ten of Cups. Okay? This is the stabilization of conflict. So conflict that you are dealing with personally, your person is dealing with personally, and the two of you are managing within the connection itself. I feel like there's going to be some stabilization that happens in the next 3 months. I'm not saying everything is going to be totally fixed and perfect and magical, but I do think that some conflict you have been faced with one another or dealing with is going to be resolved, or it's at least going to be stabilizing. It's going to feel manageable. So if anything has felt like out of hand or extreme, I think it's finally going to start leveling out a little bit. It's not going to feel as conflicting. With Death and the Lovers coming out as a pair, this is a really intense message, you guys. Not only because they're both major arcana, but because of the meaning of this combination. This is talking about a transition within the relationship, within the dynamic between the two of you. So not only do we have a lot of couple energy coming throughout all of this reading, but this essentially to me is also talking about becoming a couple or deepening your relationship with one another, transitioning from one state of the connection into the next and deepening your bond. So if you're not in a relationship with this person, I'm here to let you know that it seems like there's a pretty high likelihood you're going to be in a relationship with them within this next 3 months. That came through in our first spread, and it's definitely coming through right here as well. If you are already with this person, it's likely that the two of you are going to be making the next big move in this connection. Like you're taking it to the next level with each other. You're transitioning from one state to the next, and it involves the bond you have together, deepening. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some vows spoken between the two of you. I do think that the two of you are going to be having this conversation and deciding to move things along and move things forward with each other. The Seven of Wands, the Ace of Wands, to me, this is talking about persistence and determination, maybe even trying something new or doing something you've never done before with one another, making that move. I also just heard sparks of inspiration. So you might be feeling very inspired during the next 3 months. You and your person might be kind of in like a honeymoon type of phase with one another where it's exciting, you're experiencing new things, you're trying new stuff out, and it's a lot of fun for the two of you. You want to keep that energy going. I'm also seeing a lot of emotional healing. We talked about that earlier as well with the Strength card and the Ten of Cups coming out together. I feel like your bond is going to feel really, really strong during this time frame. You're going to be feeling your bonds deepen and grow. Again, it seems like your commitment levels are going to go up. So the level of commitment you're at with each other now is going to be increased within the next 3 months. For some of you out there, you may be getting engaged or married, or, deciding to enter into a formal union of some sort with one another. But I'm seeing a lot of stability returning to this connection during this time and entering your connection. It's going to feel stable. You're going to feel more secure in this connection. It's not going to feel like you're always on your toes, wondering what's coming next, what's going to happen. I'm not getting an anxious energy from this reading at all whatsoever. In fact, I feel very calm as I'm reading for us right now. So I feel like your stress levels might be decreasing, the conflict is stabilizing, and you and your person within the connection are going to feel like you're very secure with each other. You know where things are going, you know where you stand with one another, you understand one another's emotions and emotional state, and there's just a lot of balance returning into the connection and entering into it. So I love how this like happened to come out on top. That was not intentional, but yeah, the two of you are like really, really close romantically during these 3 months. I'll tell you that for sure. Like your bond is very much partnered energy. You're definitely a couple with one another, and it's feeling really good. So okay, I want to get out tiles, charms, and astrology dice next. We will do channeled messages after that. This section is for bonus confirmation and info. So again, you might see specific zodiac placements, names, initials, or symbols. So actually, dice first. This gets a little loud though. All of this is kind of loud. So if that bothers you, you're welcome to turn the volume down a little bit for a moment. Our first placement is Pisces, Venus, and Venus. So Pisces, okay, that shifted to Mars, but Pisces, Venus energy might be really important. Somebody could have a Pisces, Venus. Pisces season, again, is, yes, no, when does Pisces season start? I know it starts in February, but I don't know if the 16th and 17th are in Pisces season or Aquarius season. I know that's right around the cusp of it. You guys can let me know in the comments if you want. But anyway, Pisces season might be significant. We also have Capricorn Sun and Pluto. Okay, Capricorn season does fall within the next 3 months as well. And again, not to repeat myself too much, but this reading is timeless. So if you're finding it months after it was posted, that's okay. You're still here when you're meant to be. But if you are watching this right when it was posted, both Capricorn and Pisces seasons do happen within the next 3 months of this reading, recording. Okay, we also have Sagittarius, and we are in Sagittarius season now. So again, it's all kind of falling within this time frame. We have Sagittarius, Sun, and Mercury. And then let's get out one more. We have Virgo Moon. Shout out to my fellow Virgo Moons out there. Let me know if you're a Virgo Moon, because I am. But anyway, we have Virgo Moon and North Node. Virgo Moon and North Node. Okay, let's get out some charms next. Boop. Okay, so we have M, S, that's a blank. We have M, S, a blank, L, O, O, moo, like a cow. Okay, we also have H, and we have a T. So those could be initials, important letters. I'm seeing the word hoot, like an owl. Okay, owls might be important to the connection. We have a wreath here. Of course, that makes me think of the holiday season. And again, if you're watching this when it was posted, we're coming up on the holiday season now. So that might be really important, or an important period of time for the two of you. Hi, Wally. We have a flower key here. Something in this connection is going to be unlocked in this 3-month time period that's going to help both of you open up. Okay, same with the shell here. Something that's been shut or closed is going to be opening up. We also have a heart locket, and we have a key to unlock the heart. Like, I really feel like your hearts are going to be opening up during this time. Your hearts are going to be unlocked. The emotional connection is going to come out. And then we have a blue sheep. To me, that talks about almost like nighttime communication. The blue being the communication aspect, and the sheep being like if you've ever heard of like counting sheep to fall asleep. To me, this is talking about like communicating at night, or communicating while you're falling asleep, or in your dreams. Like, there could be a lot of dream communication during this time. All right, let's get some channeled messages out now. Okay, Wally. Everybody says hi. All right, messages. What will this person say to the viewer during this 3-month time span, or things that they will want to say to the viewer, please? Okay, hold on a second. This stuck to my hand and this card fell to the floor. Hi. I can't put you on my lap just yet because I'm shuffling cards, but I will in a minute, sir. Okay? Yeah, everybody says hi. Oop. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. All right, we're gonna leave it here. And I need, oop, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Okay, I saved it. It was right by my candle too, so yowza. All right, I don't know why I'm feeling like extra particular right now. Like I need to be extra organized, but maybe that's your energy. That could also be your person's energy. Maybe they're gonna be like carefully organizing something too. Or they might be extra careful about how they speak to you or the things that they say to you. They might be very cautious with their words, or very like, they might plan a lot before they say things to you. Anyway, we have, you're everything I have ever wished for. I only want you. I want to marry you / be in union with you, commit to you. I've thought about reaching out to you. I don't want to hurt you, and other people are influencing our connection. So there could be other influences here. I'm not getting any kind of like romantic third-party energy at all, just to relieve those concerns or fears. I feel like there might be other people that are playing a role in this connection or are significant to it. Wally, can you chill, please? Okay, you can come on my lap, but seriously, I gotta read, okay? Say hello to the collective. Say hello while he says hi. Okay, anyway, there could be some third-party energy. Like there might be people that are influencing this connection. I'm not getting any specifics. It could be friends, family. It could even be, you know, people that one of you work with or something, but I don't feel like it's going to be a heavy or negative influence at all. It could be that maybe the two of you are seeking support or just like growing your support network. Because it seems like this person is only focused on you. Like they don't have another lover in mind. They're not hung up on an ex. They're not dating around. Like your commitment to each other is going to be set and stabilized during this 3-month time span. And it's very clear to me that they only want you and they want to commit to you, and they're going to make that very, very obvious. They might ask you to marry them, or they might tell you they want to marry you, or they want to be in a union with you, or they want to commit to you, or they only want to be with you. That's coming through. They definitely are all about you, for sure. And they think about you a lot. Maybe they're thinking about how to tell you this. That could be it too, because I felt very analytical and organized while I was laying these cards out. They might think carefully about how they want to approach that conversation with you, like ask you to be official with them, or ask you to marry them, or ask you to be in a union with them. There might be a lot of planning and thought that goes into that conversation. And then we also have, I don't want to hurt you. This person cares for you. They care about your feelings. If you've like fought or argued with this person, or if there's been disagreements where they feel like they have hurt you, or they've said things or done things in the heat of the moment, I think this is them wanting to resolve that and bring healing into the connection. As well. It could be that maybe exes from the past or past relationships have been influencing their behavior, and that's another thing that might be worked through during this period of time. So, all right, you guys, Wally's on my lap, so I'm kind of like one-handed right now. You're gonna have to bear with me for a second. Yes, we all know you are the star, okay? We all know, sir. Luckily for this next section, I do not have to shuffle because I just rotate the decks and take the top cards. These next two messages are just for you. It doesn't have to relate to the connection or your person. So if you need a minute to grab a glass of water, focus your energy back on yourself, you are welcome to do so. Your first message is the Deer Gentleness. This is a reminder to be more gentle with yourself and others. The grace, sensitivity, and gentleness of this spirit animal echo the qualities brought forth when living from the heart. Okay, there we go. And then your affirmation today is, my body is healthy. And as always, you're welcome to comment that down below to affirm it with me and the collective. I'm going to go ahead and pack up though, you guys. I'm not feeling called to do an extended for today's reading, but you're always welcome to check out my YouTube membership and or my Patreon if you're interested in exclusive readings and content you can't find here on YouTube. I invite you to check it out. There's links below in the description box. But I want to give you one more extension of appreciation for being here today. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.